And we're back for Let's Play Myst IV. Last time we attempted to contract Atris, but things aren't working out on his end. He did give us a hint that in his room there's there's something in his study. So let's check that out. Might as well poke around Tamano a bit more while we're at it. God, I hope she's okay. Hope we just find her in the corner. Isha, I mean. She's only like 10. Get down here, good? Doesn't look like it. But there is this thing. Oh, is that a family tree or something? Of course, it's written in Danish, so I haven't the foggiest.
This is only part of our family tree, Isha. If we wanted to, we could trace our lineage all the way back to when our ancestors first arrived in Dani.
Yeah, okay, that's definitely something. Whatever. Anything else? Anything else? Well, there's this area. The greenhouse. This could be something. No need to look at these symbols anymore. Everything's working. I like the tap button they give you. If you click on something that can't be interacted, if you just book on bugs, charming. Says little hive thing.
Don't touch it, Daddy. You'll ruin my experiment.
Well, in that case, I won't either. Although it is pretty cool that they're glowing. Locked. Wait a tick. Okay, so apparently he's just behind here. Great. Don't have the key for that, unfortunately. Oh boy. Come on, open up. There we go.
The poor thing. Cyrus said he tried everything he could, but it just didn't like living in his garden. A few days in here, and I bet you it will look much better.
Indeed it does. More books. Ah. Another journal.
I linked to Haven yesterday. The smell of its beach washed over me long before my vision cleared. With the veil of haze slowly lifting from my eyes, I forced myself to breathe very deeply. I had not told Atris I was doing this. He would have argued with me and told me again how dangerous it is to visit the prison ages before Tamana's linking chamber is built. but construction takes time, and I could no longer wait for him. The sight of the shipwreck rising out of the sea filled me with unexpected dread. Of course, I'd known it would be there. I'd seen it countless times in Atris's viewer. But seeing it for real through slanted metal bars made me realize exactly what we'd done. I imagined the words my son would throw at me, and courage drained away like summer wine. I did not try to signal him. I feel nothing but numbness now. It was my idea to write the chambers into existence, to bend the art so that a secure room might be inserted in each age, with solid walls no force of man might break. Only then could we risk visiting our sons and leaving a Tamana linking book behind us when we left. It took me months to convince Atris this could work. But now that the chambers exist, and I will speak to my sons for the first time in years, I find myself not knowing what to say. How will I explain our decision to leave them prisoners? If hardship and isolation have not caused them to repent, as was our hope, what words will soothe the anger in their souls? Weeks have passed, and still I have not found the courage to link again. Perhaps it is just as well. Atris was not pleased when he learned what I had done. He begged me to have more patience, then put extra pressure on the Guild of Stonemasons to finish. Today they informed us that Tamana's chamber will be ready in 2 days. Had we been able to use the art to create it as we did with the ones in the prison ages, it would have already been finished. But things always take longer to build when you must do it by hand. Now Atris is looking forward to having our bedroom back. I should be too, but I keep wondering how I will be able to sleep there, knowing our sons are just a wall away. I worry how they'll act when they greet us. How different they will be from the laughing boys I remember playing with toy boats in Myst's reflection pool. They were happy then. We all were happy. Anna was still with us, and the love we shared as a family knew no bounds. Then Anna died, and our cozy world unraveled. To deal with the loss of his grandmother, Atris buried himself in work, spending less and less time with our sons. At 8 years old, Cirrus must have seen this as rejection. But even then his pride was too well formed to let it show. And as for Akinar, he'd never known how to appropriately channel his emotions. I do not excuse the crimes committed. Cirrus and Akinar shattered so many lives in far worse ways than Anna's death shattered ours. It's for this reason that I have stood by Atris's decision and left my sons imprisoned all these years. But I cannot escape my own culpability in this. For when Cirrus and Akinar needed me most, I was too consumed by sorrow to see. I am being torn in two. I am trapped between a mother's love for her children and a woman's loyalty to her husband. I don't know. It is so hard. I watch Atris and Akinar trying to communicate, and it feels like knife blades ripping through my heart. They don't know how to relate to each other. Akinar speaks only from emotions, and Atris fears he's made his son a savage. Only my presence keeps things from fraying. It's easier with Cirrus. They share a love of science, and Cirrus's willingness to discuss advancements he's made ignites a similar excitement in Atris. Yet even then, Atris doesn't believe. He's unwilling to trust because he knows what monsters they have been. I must find a way to resolve this. I must break through Atris's doubts and get him to see what he cannot. It's been a long time since I've written in this journal. I thought perhaps I had lost it, but while repotting plants in my study, I found it behind one of the incubators. It must have fallen there when Atris reconfigured the generator. No matter, I have it now. Yisha asked me today if Atris and I are still arguing. She was seated at the patio table, her head bowed over her school books. She was concentrating so hard on tracing a Gorohovati, I don't think she saw my reaction. We have always been careful not to disagree in front of her. I should have realized how insightful she can be. I watched my daughter forming the Dunny words so carefully, and I remembered how easy it had been to convince Atris to start teaching her the art. He never did teach Cirrus or Achenar. He started to. He wrote Jananin specifically for that purpose. But after a while, he feared they would abuse it, so he stopped. He's not worried with Yisha. He sees how curious she is about life, and how full of warmth she can be. It's obvious how much he adores her, as, I think, do Cirrus and Achenar. If there is any hope in this for all of us, it will be through her. I must not let family tensions upset her. Tomorrow I will speak to Atris about my going to Tay for a few days. Perhaps time away will help me gain perspective and discover what it is I need to do.
According to this, the way into the sealed area where the prison books are being held is also in the bedroom. See why there's a camera there now. It's back here. This is where Yisha was putzing around. At some point, doesn't look like much. Oh, that's right, everything's floated. Wait a tick. That's the bedroom block, I believe. The blast came from down there. I think we're dealing with a jailbreak. Yeah, boy. Two charlatans are at again. Well, at least one of the charlatans. No, we'll see. I'll determine guilt when I can poke around at their personal jails. Alright, then let's keep going, I guess. Very handy system. All right. Something, my love. Well, Atris is known to say Catherine, my love. That's kind of his shtick. We must be united in this. Can you find it in your heart to listen and forgive? For I cannot be strong in this alone. Presumably that's Atris' name. Okay. Pony Express is getting service around here, apparently. That helps us see a bit. Ah. Fireplace. Enter inside. Classic. Laser systems hooked up to these two weird-looking lamps. You turn them both on. Turn one of the lamps off to reset the code readout. After having achieved the correct code combination. Okay. Well, a couple more books.
Spire, I've called it, for that's the image I kept in mind as I wrote the book that would link here. A soaring rock and crystal spire rising out of dense clouds, like the watchtower of some gem-studded castle. Now that I'm here and am exploring the age in person, I find it to be exactly as I'd envisioned. Beautiful, yet so very deceptive. From the tower formation upon which I sit, an ocean of clouds spreads out below me. Rough stone steps descend toward them, ending at an empty terrace area. Created over centuries by the erosive power of wind, these steps are so evenly matched that I almost believe they were man-made. Yet, how could they be? For Spire has never had any inhabitants. Steps are not the only example of how the illusion I sought to create in this age holds true. Shortly after linking here, I walked through massive archways of stone, searching for a view beneath the clouds. As I walked, I felt as if the ghosts of a past civilization walked with me. This feeling was only enhanced by the beautiful harmonic sounds heard everywhere I went. I would have liked to determine the source of these sounds, simply for my own edification. But other concerns must take precedence. Having found the flora caverns and assured myself of Spire's ability to support human life, I'm at last ready to leave. I even feel more comfortable with my decision to use this age as a prison world if I must. Yet I am sad to leave it too. There is still so much I could learn about the art simply by spending more time here, comparing the age with my original intentions for it. Unfortunately, once I link away, dropping my Myst book into the clouds as I leave, I know I will never be back. And I truly must go, for I still have another prison age to investigate.
Fair enough. Alright, book number 2.
Never be discouraged by a mistake, Atris. My grandmother, Anna, always used to say. Strive to learn from it instead, and you will achieve great things. Today on Haven, I saw my grandmother's words become truth. The broken ship merged into the causeway near Haven's coastline is exactly what I'd hoped it would be. A promise of intrigue and adventure, so palatable it made my own heart race with excitement to see it. I thought of how much fun the boys I'd met in Stoneship Age, Emmett, Branch, and Will, would have had playing in it, and almost wish I could bring their children here to do so. But Haven must remain off-limits to all if it's to become the prison world I wrote it to be. My sole foray into the age has proved it to be capable of supporting human life, though of course none exists there at this time. Much of Haven's interior is comprised of a dense tropical rainforest, which is obviously teeming with beasts. I saw several as I explored, though they usually kept their distance. A few of the fruit eaters did stare at me curiously as I made my way under their nests. No doubt, having never encountered a human being before, they did not think to fear me. They might even have summoned the courage to become friends, had I stayed there any longer. Alas, I could not, for the weight of urgency was upon me, having convinced myself of the need to protect my Myst library should some overly greedy explorer stumble onto it. I felt it necessary to link home very quickly, taking only a few brief minutes to watch the sun set over Haven's freshwater lake. I swam out to the middle and linked away. By now, the linking book I used will have sunk underwater and have been destroyed. Consequently, there remains but one task to finish before I can sleep. I must write 2 additional linking books tonight, one for Haven and one for Spire, my other prison age, then place them on display in the library. I shall also have to warn Cirrus and Achenar to stay away from them, and tell Catherine, of course, when all is finished.
Well, that went about as, I don't know. Pass in the past. To live in the past and to die in the present. Wise man once said. You know, let's investigate those spots first. We got the code for them after all. View them in the viewer. We got time. check our notes real quick. I believe Haven was this one. Green diamond, blue heart, red, let's call that a plaque, it's got a flat part. Yellow V, cyan, big diamond. I don't know. Oh, that one, okay. Call that an egg from now on. Okay, everything seems set. Intriguing. That was not what I expected. Bit of artwork. Alright, then, wait, this was Spire, actually. This is Haven. Red spike, blue, cyan, red spike, cyan, let's call that 2, I guess, I don't know. Yellow and green, placard, blue spire.
Electromagnetic storm here. I can't leave Rime until it's over. But I know what you can do. Go to the desk in my bedroom. Below the top drawer, you'll see a symbol. Press on it to open 2 compartments. The commentaries I wrote on Haven and Spire are inside. Oh, and tell Isha not to forget her homework.
Hold on a sec, let me check. Oh, that's not Spire, that's him commenting on Spire. Bloody hell. Apologies. Blue Spire, red plaque, purple egg, green gem, yellow spike. Forgot already, bloody hell. Red placard, purple egg. Alright, right now. Yep, that's a boat. Alright, let's get back to it. We've done enough putzing around, I think. Alright. There's a little mask right there, and both lights are on, so this should work. Wait a tick. Doesn't this enact Sirius's little spot in the viewer?
That was such a good day. I wish so many things, Atris. Tell me again we did the right thing.
Alright then. Should be relatively easy to do. Oh. So you push a button, it fills up the area around it. Not diagonally, of course, but okay. There we go. Well, that's where they blew their way out.
Patience, my love. We've almost finished the linking chamber. There's just the security seal to install. But we will see our sons again soon, I promise you.
Found a lot of good that did. I swear this is like Nara or something, like Dunny brand super condensed stone stuff. And yeah, that's just gone. Well, time to investigate. Okay then. Let's see, Spire, Haven, Spire, Haven. You know, we'll decide next time.